And off we go from the desert. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
He'll run here with the rookie. And he'll take this forward.
Try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not.
These streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
Don't die, the heart still beats, head held high. I haunt these streets.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go, lady. Check, contact, check, go.
They'll run here with a rookie. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go a was a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Jets nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
A loss of 13 yards.
Mustang
It's second
19.
down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Milton's pass.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Gain of 14 yards. Brings
Not
it
liking the
down.
look. They'll change the play. Here's Milton. And the Raiders have got him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10.
45-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And some room to work. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handle the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Raiders now at 2-5 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Good defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Genty is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll go again with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Borregales now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jets nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now Milton. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack.
Joe Milton.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And it's third.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down and wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 40-yard punt will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard
Smith,
line.
an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, hey. 390%.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Run line. 13 next. Hey, it's a clip. So what's up?
Gino now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll tuck the pressure, gets to it, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing is Milton. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On first down, it's Genty. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 12.
Check 58.
Here's Smith. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
It's a gain of 22
Here's
yards.
first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Jets nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
18 times, number 19. Ready.
Milton. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Ready.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Throwing after the interception. Milton. And the Raiders have got him. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
11 yards. It's second down.
18, 5 in.
To throw is Milton.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, Milton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Close it up. 390%.
The final shot here before break. Smith.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Now Gino. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
390%.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
390%.
Now Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Dante Thornton.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point now for Borregales.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 31, Jets nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
On first down, Jenkins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. From the 46, here's second down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on.
Back to throw. Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Milton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Tuesday.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, here we go. You ready to get us on? We're good.
Play action. It's Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves.
And he's going to go down. He's backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, And that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Genty. A strong run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, here we go. 390%.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Open man is Tucker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here we go, son.
Throwing now is Gino. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
13 next. There we go, sit on. 390.
Smith now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Brock Bowers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down, New York.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send Watson in motion right. Here's Milton now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw, it's Milton. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Tap 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Here's Milton. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, New York.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready? Got ready. Bronco 80.
Now Milton. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back in the 36. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Hamler, the motion man left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll find GT out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Smith. He's going to take another shot here. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
There we go, Sonoma. Hey, it's a clip. Hey, trio left.
To throw is Smith. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Corey Gallis now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 51, Jets nothing.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing is Milton. And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Trap 50, Panthers 60, Panthers 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Milton. Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
Milton's pass.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
He'll try and do this himself.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cut 19, cut 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Jets first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
A gain of 12. And the Jets first down.
To throw is Milton.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
70 Rangers. Go.
Looking to throw. Milton. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Milton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Smith.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives it.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Jets. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
One
First down,
final shot.
Jets.
They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Raiders, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.